When I returned to the White House, I walked upstairs towards the Chief of Staff's office, and I noticed Mr. Ornato lingering outside of the office. Once we had made eye contact, he quickly waved me to go into his office, which was just across the hall from mine. When I went in, he shut the door, and I noticed Bobby Engel, who is the head of Mr. Trump's security detail, sitting in a chair, just looking somewhat discombobulated and a little lost. I looked at Tony, and he had said, "Did you effing hear what happened in the Beast?" I said, "No, Tony, I just got back. What happened?" Tony proceeded to tell me that when the president got in the Beast, he was under the impression from Mr. Meadows that the off-the-record movement to the Capitol was still possible and likely to happen, but that Bobby had more information. So once the president had gotten into the vehicle with Bobby, he thought that they were going up to the Capitol, and when Bobby had relayed to him, "We're not, we don't have the assets to do it, it's not secure, we're going back to the West Wing," the president had a very angry response to that. Tony described him as being irate. The president said something to the effect of, "I'm the effing president, take me up to the Capitol now." To which Bobby responded, "Sir, we have to go back to the West Wing." The president reached up towards the front of the vehicle to grab at the steering wheel. Mr. Engel grabbed his arm, said, "Sir, you need to take your hand off the steering wheel. We're going back to the West Wing. We're not going to the Capitol." Mr. Trump then used his free hand to lunge towards Bobby Engel, and when Mr. Ornato had recounted this story to me, he had motioned towards his clavicles.
All right, guys, I'm showing you this clip. Now, first thing, I had to take out some of the music because it is copyrighted, and I didn't want a copyright strike from YouTube. But as you can see by the clip, there is no Beast there. They're in a SUV that the Secret Service used to get the president around, not the Beast. So what she is saying in this testimony is complete and utter bullshit.
And was Mr. Engel in the room as Mr. Ornato told you this story?
He was.
Did Mr. Engel correct or disagree with any part of the story from Mr. Ornato?
Mr. Engel did not correct or disagree with any part of the story.
Did Mr. Engel or Mr. Ornato ever after that tell you that what Mr. Ornato had just said was untrue?
Neither Mr. Ornato nor Mr. Engel told me ever that it was untrue.
A source close to the Secret Service just told me to expect that the Secret Service will push back against any allegation of an assault against an agent or President Trump reaching for the steering wheel, David.
Very
just
interesting. So that exchange that was described today, the Secret Service wants to answer that under oath. So we'll wait for that development coming. Pierre Thomas with late reporting. Our thanks to you and to John Carl tonight.
All right, guys, I'll be quite honest with you. I wasn't planning on making a video about this because I figured everybody else had it covered. But then I saw this article in the Gateway Pundit, and I got pretty pissed off. And it says in the article, Adam Kinzinger says these two Secret Service agents, those with Trump that day, like to lie. So he's pretty much questioning these two guys' honor to actually go up and tell the truth in front of this committee. And that's the reason he went to the media and said that, because he wanted to pretty much discredit them where the media wouldn't be paying attention to what they had to say. That's the reason he did it. And as far as I could tell, she discredited herself when she did the testimony because we called her in two different lies. First thing, they were never in the Beast that day. We know that from video evidence. They were actually in the SUV. Second thing, they were in the Beast. There's no way he could have reached over to choke the Secret Service agent or try to grab the steering wheel because of the space that's in between the front seat and the back seat and the wall there that they have that actually separates the front and back seat, and it's bulletproof. There's no way he could have gotten to it. So we called her in two different lies, but yet Adam Kinzinger goes to the news media and questions these two guys' honor when they came out and said, "Hey, this ain't what happened that day. We're willing to testify." And no one else on that committee is willing to have them testify. That's the reason you need to have people on that committee that aren't Trump bashers, that aren't out there to try to destroy Trump. Someone like Jim Jordan or someone like that. All you got is people that think the same way about Trump. They want to destroy him. They want him out of politics altogether. But yet, what do they do? Stack the deck against it, and the media is covering it like it's fair. It's a shame. But guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Peace.